thinking about wrestling in these wrestling streets. Now, this channel is about thinking about the wrestling country. It's about wrestling, giving insights of wrestling with with a little bit of empathy and lots of common sense. Because I think these wrestling fans have amnesia. Now, I grew up in the Attitude Era, the ruthless aggression. I left out for a little bit, and then I came back when the streak was broken, and then I dipped out again, and then I came back to see the story, this never-ending flipping story. So let's go with today. And I want to talk about why wrestling fans have a bit of amnesia. Now, I keep on hearing about the jobbers. Everyone's a jobber, and I think it's a bit offensive. All right, sometimes I really think that someone deserves to be called a jobber. Okay? Someone like Zelina Vega. She doesn't produce anything. I don't believe that she is a really good wrestler. I like her as a person, but I don't think she contributes anything. But that's fine. She had all the time to improve for the time she's been on a roster. NXT girls are killing it. Okay, you might want to call her a little bit of a jobber, but I really like her as a person. And she's so nice. The next thing I want to say about calling everyone a jobber, the enhancement talent. Not everyone can be a star. Not everyone. People need to build. People need adversaries. People need people to make them look good. Okay? Not everyone can be a star. And I feel like to be in WWE, for the most part, you have to be a good wrestler or a good entertainer. So there's a certain elite level or a certain type of level you have to be in. So I really get offended. I'm not a wrestler, by the way. I really get offended people calling them, you're a jobber, like this demeaning and being jobbed out. People have to lose. It's a win or lose. Not everyone can win. So you want CM Punk just to fight himself? No, that doesn't work. How does Drew McIntyre, The Rock, Stone Cold, John Cena get ahead? They need people to wrestle. They need talent to wrestle. Some people can be really good supporting acts or supporting people. Think of the Oscars. An actor they can't just do monologue, for a Hollywood film. It's not theatre, You can't do monologue. They have to be with a supporting actor or actress so they can carry on. So I feel like, why don't we look at categories of how is that supporting or enhancement talent is helping that star or building a star? We're just too impatient. You can't build stars overnight, and we're not giving people chances. Now, I will do another video about having review about, how many chances does someone need, to get over with the fans? You've only got a couple of minutes to get over with the fans and X amount of opportunities, and that can take years. When you think about Stunning Austin, when you think about The Rock, think about them. They had to go through iterations years before they got over. So I think wrestling fans really got amnesia, and it's not good. I really think that you guys are very impatient. Okay, you're gonna have a go at me. Triple H is long-term booking. Okay, I totally understand. However, we have to think about, if we're gonna build stars, you have to give people a chance, and we've got to give respect to the enhancement talent. That's common sense. We need the enhancement talent to do their job. If I'm saying they're just a job, because then they feel like, why do I want to job out? Why do I want to do it? Because my currency with the fans, if I lose one match, I'm a jobber. It's okay to lose. I'm sure Undertaker lost and he was jobbing in his American badass era. But it's the way how it's done. Not everyone can have winning streaks. Not everyone can be dominant. Sometimes 50-50 booking works. For some people, for the enhancement, for the supporting talent. Or you have to have wrestling rules, like you have people in cycles where everyone knows, well, this is this person's season. Let him cook so he can build. So we can have some unpredictability. But it takes a couple of years for stars to build. Think about it. I'm just thinking about Seth Rollins. Like, it took him ages to build for him to be a superstar, get the WrestleMania moment. Like, a couple of years, like, people have to job out, man. People have to lose. And you shouldn't be shaming wrestlers. They're putting their life on the line. There's only so much bumps they can take. And all you guys are doing is making the wrestlers feel more insecure about jobbing out or, not just losing a match. Because they have to. Or people just be wrestling themselves. Do you want a dummy? What do you want? Seriously. What is your expectations of wrestling? I think there's so much unfair expectations on wrestlers these days. It's just crazy. I've got so much ideas, but I wasn't even want to do a YouTube channel. I don't even want to do it. But the dominant narrative, what I'm seeing in these YouTube streets and TikTok streets is like, jabba, 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 jabba. I'm like, enhance, because I want a certain type of talent to look good, and that talent has to have opponents. Or what do you want? Common sense. Do you want them to just use local talent for the whole show? They have no story. We don't know the origins. We don't know why they're fighting. What do you want? You tell me. You tell me. Because we gotta put some respect on enhancement talent. Okay? Unless they are repeatedly not contributing anything. Now, you have to understand, back in the day with wrestling, especially in the Vince McMahon era, Vince was king. So people thought they just had to go through a rites of passage, hazing. I'm going to job. One day I'll get my opportunity. Triple H is a bit different. He has his guys, what he likes to push, blah, 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 blah. So sometimes you don't see, like, jobbing, or whatever you want to call it. They feel they have to eat too, so they can eventually get their shot. There's too many people. Not everyone can be star. Like soccer, like football in the UK. I'm from the UK, my accent. Not everyone can score a goal. But some people have to support the team by assisting and passing. And no one had to go to them, you're a jobber because you didn't score a goal. You know what I mean? I know wrestling can be seen very individualistic, but it is a team effort. Behind the scenes, from the writers to this and that. And I don't work for them. I don't have no stock for them. I'm not riding on their, private parts. I'm just being like, are you being too demanding of wrestlers in this age? Right? Think about it. Well, I'm going to do more wrestling content, insights of the wrestling conscious, with a little bit of empathy and common sense for the sane, well-adjusted wrestling fan. Okay? Right? Get out of your basements, live in the real world, and let's just appreciate people taking bumps and risking their lives for our entertainment. And what do you do when everyone jobs out? Are you going to help them? Are you going to put them around in a wheelchair? Are you going to give them their vitamins? Are you going to help them? No. So for the short time span of having this job, let's not take every bump for granted. Wrestler conscience. Over and out.